Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. To Him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus, throughout all generations. To Him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus, throughout all generations. To Him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus. Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. To Him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus, throughout all generations. To Him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus, throughout all generations. To Him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus. Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine.
I'm Bill Mays with a Stepping Stone Bible devotional thought brought to you on behalf of the Krum Church of Christ in Krum, Texas. Today's Stepping Stone for Wednesday, February the 28th in the year 2024 is entitled, Why Me? The size of a person is often seen in the size of the problem it takes to get the person down. Some, like Joseph in Genesis, the book of Genesis in the Bible, handled their problems well. Others, filled with self-pity, whimper, why me? Joseph, son of Jacob, says to his brothers in Genesis 45, verse 8, Now therefore it was not you who sent me here, but God. He has made me a father to Pharaoh and Lord of all his household and ruler over all the land of Egypt. We find in Genesis 37:4 that Joseph's brothers had earlier hated him. Joseph might have whimpered, why me? There are always those who say, I'm not appreciated by my family. Why me? In Genesis 37, verse 24, Joseph's brothers threw him into a pit. Joseph might have whined, why me? There are often those who cry, I'm suffering more than I deserve. Why me? We find that Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery in Genesis 37, verse 28, and also in Genesis 39, verse 1. Joseph might have pouted, why me? You know, there are those who will say, I have trouble stacked on top of troubles, why me? Joseph was falsely accused and imprisoned in Genesis 39, verses 10 through 20, and Joseph could have shouted, why me? You can always find those who whine, I'm the target of unjust criticism, why me? After doing someone a favor, we find that Joseph was forgotten for 2 years. 2 years in Genesis 40, verse 23. And again, Joseph might have asked, why me? There are those who complain, my friends neither appreciate nor remember the favors I do for them. Why me? There are two attitudes towards adversities. Joseph's brothers had one. When they suffered a well-deserved setback, they cried, what is this that God has done to us? In Genesis 42, verse 28. Joseph had the other attitude. seeing that his brothers were frightened, silly, when his identity was uncovered, he said, "It was not you who sent me here, but God," in Genesis 45, verse 8. God may not be in the middle of your problems. It may be your own sins and poor decisions that keep you in trouble. But always remember, God can turn evil and all problems into good for His glory. We learn in Romans 8, verse 28, we know that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. That's good problems and bad problems. In this verse, we learn to love God. We also learn to look for an opportunity for doing good that God desires in any time of adversity. Don't be asking, "Why me?" Instead, remember what we are taught in 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation has overtaken you except something common to mankind. And God is faithful, so He will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able. But with the temptation will provide the way of escape also, so that you will be able to endure it. Three things are stated here in 1 Corinthians 10:13. First, all temptations are common through all the ages. When it comes to the devil's temptations, they only involve the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the boastful pride of life, as is described here in 1 John 2, verse 16. There really isn't anything new in the kinds of temptations that constantly come our way. The devil just wraps these three temptations with different wrappings through the ages. Next, our God is faithful. He promises to limit the power of the devil in your life. And third, we have a promise from God that there will always be a way of escape from any temptations by the devil. Therefore, we must actively look for that way of escape. Certainly, Jesus using Bible scripture to defeat the devil's temptations is one of the best examples we have on how to defeat such temptations. I challenge you to always look for God's way of escape to defeat the devil's temptations in your life. And don't forget, God is on your side. Now, if the Krum Church of Christ can be of any help to you spiritually, please go to this website, find their email address, and let them know what they can do to help you in drawing closer to Jesus Christ and His Word. As always, I remind you of the services of the Krum Church of Christ, meeting weekly at 319 North 3rd Street in Krum, Texas. Each Sunday for Bible study at 9:30 a.m. and Sunday worship at 10:30 a.m. and one Wednesday Bible study such as this evening at 6:45 p.m. God bless, be well, Lord willing. I hope you will choose again next week to join us for another Stepping Stone Bible devotional thought.